base. Follow-up report. Is that Fox Boy? Try and catch me from the base.
I'm the world's most.
Follow-up report.
You will lose your soup.
The
world.
Is that how about making?
Give time. Anyone? Oh, give time. Bearing your spec. What do you mean? To the give time. Anyone? Oh, give time. Bearing your spec. What do you mean? To the give time. Anyone? Oh, give time. Bearing your spec. What do you mean? To the give time. Anyone? Oh, give time. Bearing your spec. What do you mean? To the you need the Skeksis.
Hogarth.
Professor.
It's difficult.
Blown away. You need to make Skeksis. Chaos. Do I? Dream Master's out to be this. What's going on? Better not come back to me, buddy. Hedgehog! Get back to the cops. Going on? Come in. You know, what can I say? No way back. Cops. Going on? You're almost out of back to me, buddy. Hedgehog! Get back to the pyramid. Going on? You know, what can I say? The
Hello there. This is a little bit of an unscheduled live stream. Unprecedented. Oh my. Hello guys, how you doing? Hello Atlas Geneticist, it's good to see you here. Hello Maki de Sang, is that right? Harrow XY, Alex the Fluffy Boy. Ooh. Evergrondel, good to see you here. DJ CM. How are you guys doing? I'm doing good. Now, since this is an unplanned live stream, it's going to be quite long. I just need to get some stuff done, and I thought, well, this is a nice way to do it. Well, that's good to hear, Atlas Geneticist. Where was I? I'm a little bit scatterbrained right now, but that means I'm in a good mood, so yay. This is going to be a longer live stream, I think, because I want to get a vocal section done and reworked. I've been meaning to get it reworked for a long time, but I haven't done it yet. I've kind of been pushing it off a little bit. You know how it is. But because of that, usually I have like a standard of quality for my live streams. Is this interesting? Is this something entertaining? Something people would want to watch? Not today. Case in point, first thing we're going to do is sampling. And it's not the nice sampling, not the let's explore the surround sound of a film sampling. This is literally just, I've taken a whole bunch of dialogue from Sonic Adventure 2 and I've just plopped it into Reaper. And we're just going to take things from it. So it's going to be wonderfully entertaining. And we'll see how it goes. So I'll pop across. That's the one, isn't it? Yeah, I'll bring the chat down here a little bit. So it's nice and doesn't interrupt with stuff. Why is it not snapping right? Oh no, it is snapping right. I'm just getting confused. Okay, so we'll open up. I've got like a separate project for some of the characters in Sonic Adventure 2. The remix that I'm working on takes a lot of samples from that game. But I'm kind of running out of vocal samples, so I'm having to come back here and redo these, which it's not the most interesting task ever. Looking at the project for Sonic, I think I've got... we're almost at the end, actually. I got to change my audio settings, because I had it set to come out the speakers. No more. We need my interface. Hello, Simple Name D. It's good to see you here. I'm doing well, thanks.
The ultimate power is fueled by everyone's wish. Let me show you supersonic power.
Yeah. The acting in this game is okay. Well, for some of the characters. Some other characters, not so much. What was this?
Let me show you supersonic power.
So we're just pulling...
Show you supersonic power.
Just pulling little excerpts here, which might be interesting. Have a little bit of melodic, rhythmic kind of thing going to them.
Show you supersonic power.
It would be nice if it stopped.
Show you soup, show you soup, show you soup, show you soup, show you soup. Show you supersonic, supersonic.
Yeah, see, that one's a little too variant. He's kind of drifting on there.
Show you soup, 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 show you soup.
And we just press Shift R, put a region there, and then we'll automatically go through and render them all, because that's what Reaper is lovely at doing. Reaper is like the best program you could possibly get for audio editing. Pro Tools, no. Reaper is so much better than Pro Tools, honestly.
I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. Our plan was perfect.
There's one.
Until Eggman snatched Amy. Eggman said he'll trade us Amy for the Emerald.
I think these are from the diaries.
There's no time for jokes. Eggman's ready to fire that weapon again. Tails, Amy, hold on. I'm coming.
There's one.
I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog.
He says
I
that
took
a lot.
chance using Chaos Control and managed to escape from Eggman's trap. There's not much
There's another one.
escape from Eggman's trap. Escape from Eggman's trap. 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 From Eggman's trap.
Someone's going to
Eggman's
put that
trap.
in the wrong
There's not
context.
much time left before the weapon fires again. I'll take my chances and throw this emerald
Is that?
I'll take my chances
No.
and throw this emerald into the cannon before it fires. Throw this emerald into the cannon
That one might be interesting.
Throw this emerald into the cannon throw this emerald into the cannon throw this emerald into the cannon throw this I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. Timing couldn't be I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. Timing couldn't be worse. Just when I thought I had everything under control, just when I thought I had everything under control, shadows. Just when I thought I had everything under, just when I thought I had everything under, just when I thought I had everything under, just when I thought I had everything, thought I had everything under, thought I had everything under, thought I
There's
had
one.
everything under.
Has some more video game mixes in the work too. This is really, it's not really a Sonic Adventure remix per se. It just takes a lot of samples from the game.
I have to end this battle against that black
I've been wanting to put some Sonic samples in my remixes for a while, to be honest.
battle against that black hedgehog now. Show me what you got, Shadow. True power. Yeah, right. I'm Sonic.
And
Sonic
this is
the
it.
Hedgehog. I'm Sonic.
That's all we're going to get out of Sonic. So, let's take advantage of... What's this? Let's close that. That's an old project. Take advantage of Reaper's rendering tools. Now, where are we? That should be okay. We'll just put it in there and we'll replace samples or not. No, we won't, because we don't need to. That's right. So with Reaper, there's a cool thing. You can just render out all of your regions that you've selected using a custom file name. So I just said sonvox and then the number of the region. The sample rate, no, needs to be resampled up to 44. Otherwise you get issues. Mono, WAV 24-bit. Yeah, that's all good. I think I want to normalize the volume, and we'll render. Those files already exist. Okay, I don't have an option to skip. So I guess we'll just overwrite. It's not like they're going to be any different. Alright. So that's you done. I think there's no point going down to Shadow, because I'm pretty sure I've gone through all of his stuff. 90% of his stuff. And I'm not sure...
Awakened from a deep sleep that lasted over 50 years. Dr. Eggman, the grandson of my creator, Professor Gerald...
Yeah, there's some stuff in here.
The grandson of my creator, Professor...
Oh, come on.
The
There you
grandson
go.
of my...
There's one.
The doctor awakened me, and for that I...
And we'll just do this. Like that.
The doctor awake, and for that I have granted him a wish.
There's another one.
And for that I have granted him a wish. And for that I have granted him a. And for that I have granted him a. And for that I have granted. And for that I have granted. And for that I have granted.
Yep.
First, let
Lovely.
me show you the true power I possess. In 10 seconds, I was able to destroy the military hardware like it was a toy.
I'm Dr. Eggman.
That's not Shadow.
World. I released Shadow from the the chaosing going on.
I don't care. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, these files, I think, when you take them from the original game, they're not organized.
I'm Shadow
Someone's had
the
to do
Hedgehog.
it manually. So you end up with weird things
I'm
like
Shadow the Hedgehog, the one and only ultimate life form. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, the one and only ultimate life form.
So let's put that one in there.
I took the Chaos Emerald from the National Reserve Bank, and now from the National Reserve Bank.
An interesting process when no one is watching. Not really. Unless you're meaning to put interesting in quotation marks. What are you listening to right now? This is I'm just taking some samples from various characters from Sonic Adventure 2 to put into a remix. Because I want to rework a vocal section from a remix that I'm working on. But I've run out of samples, so I'm grabbing some more.
And now the military and police are chasing me.
So this is Shadow right now.
And now the military and I don't care if they know who I am because they'll never catch me. It's just
That sounds like it's already been auto-tuned.
because they'll never catch me. It's just a wait. They know who I am because they'll never catch.
Anyway, we'll put this in.
It's just a waste of time. There's no time for games. I have to get out of here. Fast. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog.
Media
The
mashup.
one and
Yeah, that's
only
right.
ultimate life. The one and only ultimate life form. Look.
Is that interesting? Is that
The one and only.
I can probably change that around a little bit to make it nice.
Looks like Batgirl has failed her end of the deal. I really could care less about her. It's the Chaos Emeralds I have to save. I have to hurry because there's not much time left before the bomb goes off. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, the one and only ultimate life form. That
How many
other
times they
hedgehog
had
appeared
David
while I was on my way
Humphries
to
say that
rescue
line?
Rouge. Life form. That other hedgehog appeared while I was on my way to rescue Rouge. He's starting to irritate me. It's time to show my true power. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, the one and only ultimate life form. I received a message from Rouge to follow that plane. The pilot is in possession of the last Chaos Emerald. There are so many creepy-looking mountains ahead of me. Never mind that. I won't let the plane get away. I'm Shadow
can
the
tell-
Hedgehog, the one and only ultimate life form.
I don't really have a standard of quality for this live stream. This
All the 7 Chaos Emeralds are set in place.
I'm just working
Now the
through
stage is
these.
set. I'm almost finished. All this time, someone has been trying to get at the Eclipse Cannon. There's no hope for him now. It's important.
Yeah, the voice acting's a little bit, but you can kind of tell that it's the lines that they're giving the actors. It's not really the actors' fault. Because there's a couple of lines that you can hear. It's sort of like you can tell that they're. But this doesn't quite feel right. But I'm saying it anyway.
It's important we don't make any mistakes right now.
The only criticism I'd give to
I have to get rid of all those pests.
David
I'm Shadow
Humphrey,
the Hedgehog.
who's the voice of Shadow, would probably be slurs his dialogue a lot.
I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, the one and only ultimate life form. It's that blue hedgehog that's trying to destroy the Eclipse Cannon. I'm impressed. I thought he died in the capsule that was shot into space. Dog is dangerous. When I'm finished with him, he'll wish he died in the capsule. I'm gonna show him my real power. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog, the one and only ultimate life form. Thanks to Amy, I was able to remember Maria's wish. When I finally realized it, the ultimate life prototype tried to stop me. I'll take care of this, Sonic. You go try to stop the power of the Chaos Emeralds. My name is Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm Shadow.
Okay, that's it done. We didn't get much from this, did we? I think I already went to the end. But we'll render out what we need to render out. No, not Shift R. That's the wrong one. Have I just made another region over the top? No? Okay, I'm messing things up. What is it? What's the key for render again? Control Alt R. Well, that's a bit of a game of twister with your fingers, isn't it? Shadow, yes, and render. Overwrite. Very nice. I'm not sure how long this live stream is going to go. I'm planning. I think it's going to take a little while to get this properly done. But we'll see. Now, really, all I want to do, the only other character I want to grab some samples from would be Knuckles. Because I haven't actually... I'm just using old samples from him. I haven't grabbed any ones with Reaper. So let me find where I've got my stuff. It'd probably be in here. Sounds, games. Here we go. And we just...
What? This place sure...
And just take everything in here, throw it in here on a single track. And we'll turn the volume down so you don't get blasted. I should probably save this. Yep, that's right. Thank you, Reaper. Needs to go in... No, not music. In samples. Samples. In here, and we'll just call it KNU Vox. And there you go. Lovely. I don't think there's much question as to who he is. He seems pretty sure about it.
Sure feels haunted. There's no time to lose.
It's been a long
I
time
have
since
to
I've
hurry
listened
and
to
find the
these.
Master Emerald. I saw Eggman go inside the pyramid. And more importantly, I saw that Batgirl go inside with him as well.
Because I think the last
You
time I
saw
really
him too,
listened to this
right?
was
All
when I
right.
took the
What?
first samples, which would
Why
be in
do
like
I have to find the
2013.
key? Huh? Who's there? What the... A ghost? What? A ghost? That was pretty rough. Oh no! The hatch doors are open. What do you mean, don't sweat it? Grab the
There's a
shuttle
few.
and let me out. That's a good one. Your Emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time. Stop fooling around and give me back my emeralds. What kind of lady goes around stealing gems anyway? Is that how you say thanks to someone who just saved your life? This...
You can tell. I can tell I've just gone through the first couple files and just pulled things out with the previous stuff that I've done.
This isn't a joke, you know. Think what you want, Batgirl. I was saving the Master Emerald. What? I'm sorry if I hurt you. Untamed power of Chaos Emeralds. What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emeralds. That makes
There's
it
another
very
one from a
powerful.
previous
What
thing.
the? Look who's calling who a thief. It's you. Dr. A. Look who's... If I can help it. I did that to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot. If it's in pieces, I can restore it. And by the way, that's not your emerald. Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl. What's that vibration? You. What's that on the screen? Hey, the vibration's getting worse. What? I knew you were behind all this. Stop it right now, or else stop it right now.
I don't know. I just sort of
or
wanted
else-
to
That's right.
plop
If
some
I use this, I
samples
just
from
might be
Sonic
able to
games in
stop
my
the Chaos
remixes.
Emerald. What's that? It looks just like the shrine of the Master Emerald. Could this be the prototype of the ultimate life form that was supposed to be encapsulated? The servers are the 7 Chaos. Chaos is power. Chaos.
So let's stop actually pulling some samples instead of just listening to stuff. I'm going to turn grid off. So we can just do this.
Power is enriched by the heart. The controller... Power is enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. Only you can do this. Stop the Chaos Emeralds! Is it gone? Since we've stopped the Chaos Emeralds, why is the space colony still... We've stopped the Chaos Emeralds, why is the space colony still on a crash course to Earth?
So there's another one.
We've stopped the space colony still on a crash course to Earth.
Why is that always off? It needs
Space
to be
colony
on.
still on a crash base colony, still on a crash base colony. Sonic! So what's next for you, Rouge? Off again to find those jewels you love so much? If you... Off again to find those if you say so. Select a story, select a scene, select a character. Which game do you want to play?
Let's
Check
skip
into
over all
various
this
sounds in the
menu
game.
stuff.
How's this? Sonic Team. Find event to download. You can I didn't expect the inside of the mines to be like this. This is expect the inside of the mines to be like this.
Hello, Ripley. How
This
you
is gonna
going?
be- I didn't expect the
Just pulling
inside
some
of the
samples
mines to
from
be
Sonic
like
Adventure
this.
2 right now.
I didn't expect the inside of the mines to be. I didn't expect.
So this is another
Didn't
one.
expect the inside of the mines. Didn't expect the inside of the mines. Did tougher than I thought. What kind of TV do you have? Connecting to the database. Please wait. Looking for the Master Emerald pieces, I must have got lost in the mines. Looking for the Master Emerald pieces was tougher than I thought it would be. Where are we, anyway?
If you're wondering why I'm kind of just skipping over large chunks of dialogue, it's just some of them is just sort of reactive, like combat stuff, and other stuff is just menu things,
Now there.
which I
No
can't
time
use.
For games? Get down! Take this! Hey, where are you going? As long as you thought you were. You need more practice. You have no... One more left. It's closer. Hey, get off me! Shoot! Hey, here we go! Yeah! See you later. Hey, what are you doing? Ah, shoot! I will protect the Master Emerald. It's time to get serious. Only a few left. That was tough. Oh, what a hack's familiar. I think it's finished.
There's another one.
I think it's finished. I think it's finished. I think it's finished. Let's find the next emerald. What is a piece of the Master Emerald doing here? I'll use the water level to my advantage.
I think I understand
I
that
can
reference,
leave
Ripley.
without that emerald over there to my advantage. There's water level to my advantage. There's no to my advantage. I can leave without that emerald over this talking about. If I don't hurry it up, that Batgirl will furious wind. Where is the key sense? What are they? It's like a maze. This just... Sheesh. It's like a maze here. I can sense a piece of the emerald is nearby. What a weird place. Hand over those Master Emeralds. Give them to me. I have no choice but to fight now. You're no ordinary thief.
It is really
I
weird
must
listening to all this stuff
protect
out of context.
Master Emerald. Don't make me do this.
I mean, it's
Now
always weird
witness
if you just
my
string
power.
all the voice files from a game just
Hand 'em over now.
after each other.
Can you hear me? When you take a
Yeah,
hit,
let's skip
you
all
won't
over
wish
the-
you can.
the
If that's what you thought, you should
radio
have given
stuff.
me them in the first place. Finally, I'm Knuckles the Echidna, but you can call me Knuckles. Once again, you can call me Knuckles. Once can call me Knuckles. Can call me.
I don't know whether that's going to be useful or not, but we'll see.
The Master Emerald was stolen from Angel Island. The thief turns out to be this know-it-all Batgirl.
There's
of all
another old
things.
sample.
When that Batgirl was within my reach, who do you
Another
think
one.
shows up? Yep, that's right. Eggman. He came just in time to spoil my plan, and even tried to take the Master Emerald. I managed to break the Master Emerald into pieces before Eggman managed to escape. Now I have to find the pieces. That Batgirl is after the pieces
There's another
as
one.
well. I have to collect them all and put the emerald back. Together. Knuckles the Echidna. Just call me Knuckles. Following a faint signal I was getting from the Master Emerald,
It's more diary
I found
stuff.
myself in this rural canyon. Sure feels creepy. But I'm not afraid of ghosts. I have to find the pieces of the Master Emerald now. I'm Knuckles the Echidna. Just call me Knuckles. Following the signal from the Master Emerald. Deep
I gotta
inside
try and
this
avoid
canyon. This place looks like a deserted mine
using
of some
dialogue
kind.
from the
Most of it's
like
underwater
the
now. It's gonna be tough finding the pieces of the Master Emerald here. No time to complain about
like
it.
the
I have
diary
to find
sections of
pieces
the game.
Master Emerald quickly. I'm Knuckles the Echidna. Just call me
because
Knuckles.
there is a
We were
video
able
coming
to
out for
locate
this.
Eggman's-
It's
we were
not
able
made
to
not made by me,
Eggman's secret base
but I don't want to make it too
deep
hard.
inside the pyramid. Now we need to find the key to open the door.
And yeah,
to
this
get to
this
the
kind of
other
makes it
side.
more difficult
What?
because you can't take
Why do
things
I
from the
have to find
cutscene.
that key? Why do I have to find my job? But I'll do it. I have to because it's for the Master. I'll show you the skills that make me the ultimate treasure hunter. I'm Knuckles the Echidna. Just call me Knuckles. That
There
was
are-
a piece
yeah.
of cake. I found the key and now it's
I-
time to explore
I have no idea what I was gonna
Eggman's
say there.
secret base. What was that? I got a bad feeling.
I was going to say
Creepy
something, but I
here.
can't remember what it was.
Could there be spirits that guard the tombs? I don't think I can deal with this. But then how am I going to find the pieces of the emerald? I have no choice. I'm Knuckles the Echidna. Just call me Knuckles. The pieces of the Master Emerald I collected are now secured them better in the shuttle cargo bay. It's not an
Well,
easy
looks like we're
job
not gonna get much
protecting
out
the
of
Master-
Knuckles
It's not
then.
an easy job protecting the Master Emerald, you know. I have to find them before we lose them again. Hey, Sonic! I'm Knuckles the Echidna. Just call me Knuckles. After finding half of the pieces of the Master Emerald, I ran into that Batgirl again. I bet she has the other half of the pieces. No time for small talk.
I'm hoping.
No time.
Yeah, I'm trying to make more videos for my media mashups because I actually find those more enjoyable to make.
I won't give her the
than
chance.
the
I've gotta get those pieces back.
straight
Chaos
film
Control,
or
are
game
you
remixes.
okay? I'm Knuckles, the
I say all
echidna.
game
I'm
remixes. I
Knuckles.
haven't done any game remixes.
Are you okay? I'm Knuckles, the echidna. I'm Knuckles.
Okay. Well, how many samples did we get out of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. That was a productive session. No, not Shift R. What was it? Control Alt R. Yeah, it's a bit of a twister. Wild cards, region number. And it needs to be 44-1, not 48. It's 48 because I was working on stuff which needs to be 48 before. So let's render this out. Oh, whoops. I did that wrong. Needs to be normal volume and mono, not stereo. There you go. Overwrite. Single source film, simple name D says, single source films aren't that entertaining to work with. Well, it's not that they're not entertaining to work with, it's just the variety that you can get when you're pulling from multiple sources is, it speeds up the process, I'd say. Anyway, this is all we're going to be doing for samples. So we'll save this and open up FL Studio and get to tuning some stuff. Yeah, it's not that doing single film remixes isn't entertaining. It's just that it's slower because I need to do more of the same thing, I suppose. It gets a little bit tedious after a while. Whereas when you're pulling from multiple sources, there's lots of highlights from this and highlights from that and highlights from this. So it's a really big, I don't know, like a really big collection of stuff to pull from, which is really good. Whereas with like a single film, it's the highlights are this small little bit, and you have that to work with, and some other stuff that's not so great. It's more work, I'd say. Anyway, where were we? We were going to be doing a little more, tuning right now. So going to be listening to a lot more just dialogue, but with new tone. Yay. Where's my samples? And because we didn't get many samples, yeah, this is going to go quick, but it also means that reworking that with those vocals is going to be a bit more difficult. We will get it done, no matter what. Where was I? Not in sound design, not in MISC projects. It's in samples and loops, all film samples. SNC. Oh, okay. That's my error. Let me just move this stuff into the vocals folder. Very nice. Okay, refresh. That's better. Okay, let's get to getting this done. The tuned folder. I will open this in an Explorer so I can compare and see what stuff's already done. But let's get going. Let's get started.
Chaos is
Okay, we need to put this in loop, and I'm gonna turn that down. Cool thing about new tone in comparison to something like Melodyne is you can like set like a preset using these up here. Oh, hold on, I'm pressing the wrong stop button. Set like a preset using these up here, and then just drag in another file, and it'll just these will stay the same, and so you can batch process a lot more easily. We don't want to go GLaDOS. Okay, lovely. And then we'll just save this. The only real problem is that when you save it, you have to go to a new directory every time. Oh, excuse me. Go to a new directory every time, or just rename the file, which is annoying. You know, in Melodyne, it automatically puts .mellow at the end, so it doesn't overwrite. I keep pressing the wrong play button.
Base colony, still on a crash 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 base colony, still on a
So we'll
crash
save
base
this.
colony, still on a crash base colony, still on a crash base colony, still on a crash base
And we'll
colony,
put it back
still
to
on
where
a
it
crash
was,
base colony,
and
still on
save
a
it
crash
again
base colony,
as a
still on a
separate
crash
sample.
base colony, still on a crash 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 base. Off again to find those, 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 off again to find those.
You gotta mess around with these samples a little bit sometimes to get them
to find those, off again to find those, off
in the
again
right
to
spot.
find those, off again to find those, off
I've
again to find those.
Saved the file in the wrong place again. It doesn't matter. Simple Man D, yeah, but Pogo likes to reuse some samples a bit too much in my opinion, like Upula vocals, and I actually see it a lot with a lot of remixes. There's a thing, there's a bit of novelty to that because what am I trying to say? There's a bit of novelty to that because I don't know, sort of like a nostalgic effect, a callback, I suppose. And if you're using the same samples in every remix, it gets a bit distracting. It's like you're doing the same thing over and over and over. I mean, luckily, creatively, for me at least, it's hard to do that because if I keep using the same samples, you just lose the passion if you do that. But in terms of a callback, that's very good. I mean, when I did Getting Creative, it starts off in the exact same way as the original Zootopia remix. But you don't want to start every song off that way. I can see what you mean.
Didn't expect the inside of the mines. Didn't expect the inside of the mines.
Yeah,
didn't expect
Newtone.
The inside of the mines.
Newtone does
didn't
help.
expect the
Let me
inside
just
of
turn
the mines,
snapping
didn't
off.
Expect the inside of the mines. Didn't expect the inside of the mines. Didn't expect the inside of the mines. Didn't expect the
It's
inside
not perfect.
Of the mines. Didn't expect the inside of the mines. Didn't expect.
I'd say there are probably a couple of samples today that we're not going to be able to get through Newtone.
Didn't expect the inside of the mines. 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 Didn't expect the inside of the mines.
Okay,
Didn't
so let's
expect the
pull.
inside of the mines. Didn't expect the 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 inside.
Okay,
of
so
the
these need to
mines,
go up.
didn't
That's
expect the inside of the mines. Didn't 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 expect
we'll
the
plop it in
inside
here.
of the mines. Didn't expect the
And
inside.
then next one.
I think it's finished. 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 I think.
I want to try and avoid like the auto-tune sound if I
think
can.
it's finished. I think it's finished. I think it's finished. I think it's finished. I advance to my 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 advance to my
Save
advance
this in here. That's how that one's done.
my advance to my
Number 7.
Call me, can 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 call
That
me,
one's easy.
Can call me, 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 can call me.
Number 8.
Can call me, can call me, can call me.
Number
can
8?
Call me, can call me.
Oh, that is number 8.
Can call me, 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 can
Oh,
call me.
okay. Number 8 is the same as number 7. Well,
Can call me, can call me, can
well,
call
that's.
me, can call me, can call me.
I guess it did when I pressed Shift R in Reaper. I guess it did put that extra thing in there. And I'm going to drag this one into the tuned folder as well because I put that in the wrong place. Okay, so where for other samples, what are we up to? We didn't take any from Rouge. Shadow. We got in tuned. We got up to 45. So 46.
grandson of Mike, the 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 grandson of Mike.
Sometimes you need to split things up here.
The grandson of Mike, 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 the grandson
that's
of
good.
Mike, the grandson of Mike.
Sometimes you need to split up the vocals because it won't detect it quite right. It'll detect this as one note when in actuality, if you go back to the original, it's like it drifts. So you need to split it up and then bring it up like that.
The doctor
47. Kick and snare are begging to be born. You'll hear a kick and snare soon when we get into actually putting this stuff into the remix.
Doctor awake, the 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 doctor awake, and for that I have granted, 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 and for that.
Like you see this one, the pitch goes, it's up here and then, it goes down. And that messes things up. You can't have that. So, or at least you got to control it. Otherwise, it sounds weird.
For that I have granted, and 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 for that
49.
Ultimate, the one and only 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 ultimate, the one and only.
I think we'll save two versions of this one.
Ultimate, the one and only
one in major,
ultimate, the one and only ultimate, the one and only ultimate, the one and only
one in
ultimate,
minor,
the one and only ultimate, 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 the one and only.
We'll do this one too.
The one and only ultimate,
just straight.
The one and only ultimate, 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 the one and only ultimate.
I'll put this in
the
here.
National Reserve from the 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 National Reserve from the
51
military and now the military and now the military and now the military and now the military.
Hello Raymond, the producer. YouTube, how are you doing?
And now the military and now.
I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Does anyone know how to get Vox files folders like this? Do you mean sample folders? I presume you mean from the game. There are websites you can download dialogue from old games like this from, and sounds. Is this going? You gotta go now. Remix. Yes, that's the one that we're working on today. Wrong play button again.
Now the military and 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 now the military.
This one's a bit weird.
Now the military and now the military and now the military and now the military and now the military.
We'll save it, but
and now the military.
Too auto-tuned for me, I think.
And now the They'll never
And we'll say two versions of this. This one, that beginning's a little bit jarring, but we'll deal with it. And we'll save it. Another one like that. 53.
And only, the one 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 and only,
that's good.
The one and only, the one and only, the one and only,
so we'll save
the one
this
and
as that.
only, the one and only,
54.
The one and only, the one and only.
Hello, Avery Blue. It's good to see you here.
The one and only, 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 the one and only.
That's
the
fine.
One and only, the one
Actually, no,
and
it's
only,
not. It's not fine.
The one and only, the one and only, the one and
got a bit of
only,
drift here.
The one and only. only ult, the one and 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 only
Save two
ult,
versions
the
of this
and
one
only
again.
ult, the one and only ult, the
One
one and
like
only
that, and then
ult,
one
the
straight.
one and only ult, the one and only ult, the one and only
One straight.
ult, the one and only 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 ult, the one
55.
and only ult, the one and only ult, the one and only ult.
I thought
the
it did
one and
something.
only ult, the one and
Again,
only
it's the
ult,
same
the
as
one and
54.
only ult, the one and only ult, the one and
That's
only
fun.
ult, the one
Okay.
and only ult, the
Right, what do we got next? Sonic. 45. That's where we're up to. 46. There we go. Let's turn this down.
Show ya soup, show ya soup, show ya soup, show ya soup, show ya
Yeah, okay.
soup, show ya 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 soup, show ya
This
soup,
one
show ya
is
soup, show ya soup,
right at the edge of what New Tone can do, I think.
show ya soup, 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 show ya soup.
We'll save it because the beginning and the end might be interesting, but that middle bit is dead. We can't use that. Okay, see you later, Simple Name D. See you later. Thanks for coming out. I can't remember. This folder is so old. I honestly don't know, Raymond, the producer. I'd have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure you can just Google it.
Our plan was, 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 our plan was,
That
our
one's fine.
plan was,
Save
our
it.
plan was, our plan was, our plan was, our plan was, our hold on, 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 hold on.
That one's fine.
Hold on, hold on,
Sort of.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Not really.
Hold on. Eggman's trap. From 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 Eggman's trap.
This one,
From Egg.
I don't think I don't think we'll use that one.
Throw this emerald into the cannon, but 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 throw this emerald into the throw this emerald into the cannon, but throw this emerald into the cannon, but
It's a bit too auto-tuned for me, but we'll save it. It might be interesting to put it somewhere.
thought I had
This
Thought
one.
I had everything under. Thought 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 I had
That's fine.
everything under.
Sort
Thought I
of.
had
The
everything
middle
under.
bit's a
Thought
bit
I had
weird, but
everything under. Thought I had everything under.
that's
Thought I had
okay.
everything under.
Well, it's not okay, but yeah, we can fit it in somewhere. No. I tried taking some samples from Tales, but if you listen to any of the Tales dialogue from Sonic Adventure 2, you'll understand why I've decided not to put them in the remix. So yeah, that's fine. Let's open up the remix and see what we have to work with. The foam on these headphones are like 2 years old now. The foam on them is starting to fall apart, and it's getting a little bit uncomfortable. I need to get some new headphones at some point. Okie dokie 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 dokie. Now with this, let me just check. Yeah, volume's good. So this is the vocal section I want to rework. And it sounds fine like that in a short excerpt, but I've included a double-length version here and another double-length version here, and you can't really build on that. This is sort of just by itself. It just works. But if you loop it this much in the song, it gets a bit repetitive. Hey Blue Jay, good to see you here. The way that you're arranging the audio files is that you have files with the same name. Sometimes doors will get confused. That's only really a problem if you delete, or if you delete the files, if the doors have to look again, or if like your hard drive letter changes. But I can't see that happening here. And I mean, I can just save this as a zip if I want to. I don't really worry too much about that stuff. It should be okay. Okay, so let's start by opening up our sample folder here. And I'm just going to take this and we will make a new arrangement. New vocal thingy. Yeah, that'll do. It's interesting, arrangements were really big when they came into FL Studio, but I don't use them very often. I use them every now and again if I want to, you know, try out a new idea, but most of my songs just have one arrangement in them. Although saying that, this one has 4. Anyway, so I'm going to start by deleting this and just looping this section. The trouble I'm going to have with this is that I have listened to this song so many times. The only thing I'm ever going to hear, really, is the original vocals. So maybe... I mean, another way that I could fix up that little creative issue is if I switch some stuff up with the chords. Just strip it right down. There you go. That's fixed it. Mind is blank. Blank slate now. Yeah, I have trouble with my hard drive letters because if I disconnect certain things from my computer and reconnect them, then my computer is just sort of like, oh, this was G drive, now it's F drive, and now that's G drive, and now everything that you've worked on, which has stuff on that drive, is broken, and it's really difficult to fix it. Especially because I've got like sample banks, instrument sample banks on external hard drives, and it screws with my projects when the drive letters change because contact just comes up a billion times and it's just like I can't find several million samples. Where are they? And I look for them and it takes it changes a project from loading up in like 30 seconds to loading up in like 5 minutes. It's ridiculous. Well, what are you looking for vocal folders for? Like, is it a movie or a game? Because I'm talking specifically about like the samples that I'm taking from Sonic Adventure 2. There's a lot of the old console games from like the late 90s, early 2000s would be the kind of stuff that you'd find.
To my advantage.
So when I'm constructing a vocal section like this, I'll just pull well, I was gonna say I just play the backing and
Sonic, our plan was
play the samples over the top, but these are a little bit uneven in volume, I can tell.
I'm Sonic, able to stop the. Our plan was
Quite uneven. So I'm just gonna turn the volume down
our plan was
and just
show you.
pull all of
Throw
these
this
in here.
emerald into. Thought I had it. Thought I had. Throw this. Hold on. Hold on.
Then we'll grab some Knuckles ones.
Don't think
To my advantage, I think.
Off again. Base colony still on. Chaos is
Just throw everything in.
off again to.
I think it's finished. Didn't it to my advantage?
We want a little bit of energy in these.
Can call me.
What other shadow ones have we got?
And now they'll never from the national the one and only the doctor, the grandson of the one and only the one they'll never and now the miller from the National Reserve, the one and only ultimate, the one and and for that the grandson of the doctor, and for that I have granted the grandson of Mike, the one and only the grandson of Mike, the doctor awake, and for that I have the doctor
Okay, what other stuff have we got in here that we could use?
Can call me.
I think it's finished.
That's untuned. Yeah, get some original ones.
Girl of all. Master. That bat. I'm not. Land the
These samples here, I took like in 2013.
Master.
These are old samples. From the same voice clips, but the old ones. I don't know what I did there. Hopefully I didn't break anything. Hold on, let me just do a quick Google search for you, Raymond the producer. Oh yeah, that's where I got them from. www.sounds-resource.com, and that's got a whole bunch of stuff in it. So yeah, and those are definitely on there. I pressed the spacebar and it didn't play, and I'm thankful for that. If it did, that would have. Okay.
My job that make getaway out to be getaway.
If you've heard my other media mashups, you might recognize that.
Getaway.
Apparently, I've already used it.
Chaos M. Perfect. Chaos M.
I just pull some stuff. That one.
Getaway out to be my job. How you say? My.
Some of these are probably already
What do you mean?
used in this. That one I know I have.
Hatch doors. Why do I?
Yeah, just the first one.
Cool. Go home.
Not that one actually.
More Dean. Egg pyramid. Eggman. Time. Come on.
Put that one in there.
Time now.
That one in there.
Things happen. Get back to the.
That one in there.
To surrender. Tight chip.
And then we've got Jason Griffith, which I'm not going to pull from, because I want this to be Ryan Drummond only. Okay, let's save this, and we'll normalize these. And I'll grab all of the new samples here. Is there a way in FL Studio that you can select the selected you can select by selected source. Does it work the other way? Can you select the sources of the selected clips? Sort by, group selected, mute, transpose, set swing. It doesn't seem like it. That'd be something handy. Yeah, see that? Yeah. Okay. Right. So how am I going to do this? I guess I'm just going to do it one by one. So what's the mixer track that we need to send these to? It's 4, isn't it? Mixer track 4. That's where all the vocals are. In fact, I could just grab all of those like that. Oh, no. You got to click and drag. Click and drag. Click and drag. There we go. There we go. And then assign, no, not assign to free. Need to go into mixer. Assign file, no. Channel routing. Route selected channels to this track. There we go. And it's changed the name of the track. Not sure how I feel about that. I like my mixer to be as unorganized and unorganized and hard to read as possible. Okay. So in fact, what I'm going to do to make this a little bit easier for me is I'm going to drag these across into this section in the second bar, so I can pull them from there, and then in here, and just loop this one around. How long have we been going for? About an hour. Okay. We go for a bit longer before we take a break. Yeah, when I say in the title, reworking a vocal section from the ground up, that means we're going to rework the vocal section. If we don't get it done in the normal sort of hour and a half stream length, then we'll just take like a 15-minute break and come back. So, this could be a 15-hour stream. You know, I really want to put Getaway in there.
Getaway.
And let's turn this back up.
Getaway.
Yeah. You put this in. Reuse samples. It's beautiful.
Getaway.
Put this.
Getaway.
So for this one, the video is being done by One Simple Gamer. Yay! Many thanks to him. And I did tell him to leave these sections to last, but from what he's told me about what he's done so far, I'm kind of feeling sorry for him, because I think I'm going to break a whole bunch of his work by doing this. But I did give him fair warning. But I'm looking forward to see what he's prepared.
Getaway.
That sounds good. It's not much, but it sounds good.
Getaway.
It's something to start with.
Getaway.
Now what's this one?
Off again to find those.
Getaway.
Off again to find those.
That one's a little bit too down low, I think.
Off again to find those.
It's also out of key, and because it's so low.
Off again to find those. Off again to find those.
Yeah, it's not that great.
Off again to find those.
Good. Okay.
Throw this emerald into the cannon before.
That sounds good with the reverb, but it's also very loud.
Our plan was.
Let's pull.
Our plan was.
Not there. Not there. We need something else to start it off with.
Show
Yeah. Gotta remember to turn these down.
you soup.
Let's pull from something else.
Throw this emerald into the cannon before.
So hold on. What was the original? I don't want to listen to the original, otherwise I'll...
Get away.
We'll move Getaway forward.
Get away. 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 Our plan was. Our plan was. Get away. Our plan was. Get away. Our. Get away.
There you go.
Get away.
A little bit of extra stuff in there.
Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away.
And there's plenty of space in there. Let's put some extra stuff in.
Get away. Get away. How you say? Get away.
Really, this process is just a whole bunch of experimenting.
Get away. Chaos. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. 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 Chaos MR. Get away. Chaos MR.
Don't need that one in there.
Chaos
Just those two there.
Get away. Wait.
Now, which one is what do you mean?
Get away. Why do I? Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Get away.
How does this sound with the other stuff?
Get away. Get away. Chaos MR.
Okay, so the way that I'm...
Get away.
This is kind of appearing like me, as if, you know, this is sort of an alternate section, which is a little bit less energetic. I can throw in there to, you know, make things a little less repetitive. Come on, brain. I know, you need a rest soon.
What do you mean? Get away. Do you mean? Get away. Do you mean? Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Do you mean? Get away. Do you mean? 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 Plan. Do you mean? Do you mean? Plan. Do you mean? Plan. Do you mean? Do you mean? Get away.
It's coming together.
Get away. Do you get away? Do you mean?
Slowly but surely.
Chaos MR. Get away. What do you mean? My.
That's loud. No, thank you. What stuff have we got?
Get back to the. Get away. Get back to. Get away. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away.
Falling back on the original pattern. Got to be careful.
Back to the. Back to the. Get away. Back to the. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. What do you mean?
Doctor away.
Okay. Okay. Right now I'm just sort of throwing stuff at the wall. And it's not quite hitting. So I think the best course of action right now is to take a little break. I will be back. Don't you worry, I'll be back. I've got this wonderful new screen in OBS that I've set up. I've changed up the waiting room and all that kind of stuff with this nice BRB underneath my name. So I'll just put, how long will we say? Enough time. Let's say 15 minutes. Yeah. Let's take a nice 15-minute break. So I'll just put this across and play some music, and I'll be back in 15 minutes. See you guys then. All right, we're back. I've had a quick walk, had a drink, pat the cat. I think we're all right to continue now. Now, there's an issue that's going on with my stream where it's not... It's just getting more and more unstable as time's going on. I'm dropping frames like anything. I've turned the bitrate down, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so let's get back into things then. Right, so this is what we were working on. Getting this section reworked, and to those who might be here new, I'm doing this until I finish it. However long that might be. Hopefully it's not until late tonight. That would be annoying. But yeah, let's get started again, and I'm gonna try some new stuff. I've had time to think about this for a little bit. Hello, Ormif, how are you doing? Hello, Chip Chap Chop. You must have come here just after I left. Impeccable timing indeed. Okay, so let's get a little bit of context for this section, because that's not what I thought, and I'm... Sorry about this extended silence. I'm just deep in thought as to what I'm doing right now.
To be this.
That's difficult.
Get away. Chaos. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Chaos MR. Chaos MR. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Chaos
Yeah, it definitely needs to be at the front there.
What do you mean? R. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Get away. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. What do you mean?
Yeah, see, now it says excellent connection for the stream. That's weird. And it's constantly complaining, you've got a slow bitrate, slow bitrate, slow... It's like, goodness, mate. This is Australia. Do you really expect me to do the recommended bitrate of 2.5 megabits per second? I can hardly do 400. 400 kilobit, yeah. Well, that fell apart, didn't it? Okay.
Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. What do you mean? R. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Now, what's the original one in this bit? After he says, do you mean?
Spec. What do you mean? To the give time. Anyone? Oh, give time. Bearing your spec. What do you mean? To the give time. Chaos MR. Get away. What do you mean? To the get away. What do you mean? To the get away. What do you mean? R. Show yourself.
Yep, okay. That's why we had it looping. So we don't do that.
Get away.
Okay.
Chaos MR. Get away. What do you mean? To the get away. What do you mean? What do you mean? To the get away. What do you mean? What do you mean? Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. What do you mean? R. Get away.
Difficult.
Get away.
Difficult.
Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. What do you mean? Get away.
I'm just trying to think how we can make this work, because I think the idea of having a slightly less energetic, more mellow section
Get away.
with these vocals is a good
Chaos
idea.
MR. Get away.
And then we can branch out and combine the two
What do you mean?
vocal sections.
Get away. Chaos MR. Get away.
So,
What do you mean?
yeah. Okay, snap is none, that's what we need.
Show yourself.
Yeah, no. Let's not do that.
Get away. Chaos MR.
That's difficult.
Get away. Chaos MR. Get away.
That's difficult.
Get away.
That's difficult.
Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away.
we need this extra context to the chords, but I want to change them up a little bit to make it a little bit more mellow because that suits this section a bit more. So we're going to do that now. Because right now they're right up at the top there, and I want them to be down the bottom. So let's make this unique and put it down. Just take this down the octave, maybe. That might be enough. And we'll need to make this one unique as well, because it's different. Like that. Let's put these in here. Every time that happens, though, I feel like it should go further back. That's weird. That's very strange. I'm going to apologize as well for the stream quality. It just seems to have tanked. But I'm afraid we're going to have to deal with it for now. I'm just trying to find a good equilibrium for the backing to try and get it to work well with the vocals.
Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Get away.
In fact, I think there's that little mistake that we had before worked really well, and I think we should keep that and then just develop it.
Get away. Get away. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Do you mean? Get away.
In fact,
Chaos MR. Get away. Do you mean? Get away. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Get away. Chaos MR.
we could mix this up a little bit, put the extra samples in for the
Get
original.
away. Chaos MR. Time. Time. Get away. Time. Time. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Chaos MR. Chaos MR. Chaos MR.
We need some extra new samples in here, so let's unmute these, and put in some extra ones. Let's just take a listen.
Base colony still on a crash.
Chaos M. Get away.
Base call.
Get away. Chaos MR.
Base call.
Get away. Chaos MR.
Base colony
Get away.
still on.
Get away. Chaos MR.
Oh, no. I don't want to stretch it. Just want to pull it down.
That's difficult.
Get away, still on a crash.
That's difficult.
Yeah.
Get away, base colonies.
Chaos M.
Get away,
Base colonies. Chaos M.
base colonies.
Chaos M.
Base colonies.
Chaos M.
I feel like it's more the backing that's the issue here. It's not being very freeing in terms of putting vocals on top of it.
Base colonies.
Chaos.
Base colonies.
Chaos.
Base colonies. Base colony.
Chaos M.
Base colony.
Chaos.
Base colony.
Chaos.
Base.
Chaos M.
Base. Still on a
Chaos.
base. Base. Still. Base. Still. Base. Still on
Chaos.
base. Still.
Chaos.
Base. Still.
Chaos M.
Base. Still.
Chaos M.
Base. Still on
Chaos.
base. Still.
Chaos M.
Base. Still.
Chaos.
Base. Still.
Chaos M.
Base. Still.
Chaos M.
Base. Still.
Chaos M.
Base. Still.
Chaos.
And we need something
Thought I had everything under.
a little bit
Off again to find those.
more energetic over the top of that
Hold
bit
on.
there. Let's put it over here. Let's just try this one out.
Hold on.
See what that one's like.
Hold on.
Might need to push it a little bit too far.
Base. Still.
Chaos M.
Base. Still. Hold on.
Yeah, this one's not going to work. Need to push it too far to get it into key. So let's try.
Show you soup. Our plan was throw this emerald into the cannon before.
What other ones have we
The
got?
doctor awake. The one and only ultimate.
Various.
What do you mean?
Base. Still. Base. Still.
What about the end of this one? Does that one fit in there? It'd be interesting if it did.
Base. Still. 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 Base. Still.
It does.
Still. Still.
Chaos M.
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 Get away. What do you mean? Get away. Base. Still.
Chaos M.
Get away. Base. Still. What do you mean? Get away. Base. Still.
Chaos M.
Get away. Base. Still. What do you mean? Get away. Base. What do you mean? What do you mean? Base colony still on a crash. Thought I had everything under.
Let's put this one in here and see. Can we?
Thought I had everything under.
See how this works.
Thought I had everything under.
Not quite right.
Thought I had everything under. Thought I had everything under. Thought I had everything under.
Nope.
Thought I had everything under. Thought I.
Get away. Base. Still.
Chaos M.
Get away. Get away. Base. Still.
Chaos M.
Get away.
I think this time sample here works better with 10.
Base. Still.
Chaos M.
Get away. Base. Still. Base.
Chaos.
Base. Base. Still.
Chaos M.
Base. Still. Base. Still. Base. Still.
Chaos.
Base.
Chaos M.
Base. Base colony. Base. Base. Still on. Still on. Still.
here. How that works.
Get away. Chaos time. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Chaos get away. Get away. Chaos get away. Chaos get away. Chaos get away. Get away. Chaos 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 get away. Get away. Chaos get away. Chaos get away. Get away. Chaos get away.
Right.
Get away. Chaos get away.
It's coming together.
Chaos
Slowly, but it is.
get away. Get away. Get away. Get away.
I need to make this unique and pan at center, though, because that's annoying me like anything. Needs to be center, otherwise it's not balanced properly.
Get away. Get away. Chaos get away. 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 Get away.
It's crab.
Off again to find those.
Get away. Chaos get away. Get away. Chaos
Again to find. Again to find those. Again to find. Again to find those. Again to find those. Find those. Find those. Find those.
I don't want to be too chaotic. I want it to make sense, if you know what I'm talking about.
Chaos is. Space colony still on a crash.
Thought I had everything under. Hold on. Show you soup. Our plan was throw this emerald into the cannon before. Throw this emerald into the cannon. Get away. Chaos Get away. Chaos Throw this emerald into the cannon.
And we'll do, yeah.
Throw this emerald into the cannon
And we'll pull it a little bit further, slow it down.
Get away. Chaos Get away. Get away. Chaos
We need something to fill the
Get away.
gap. We need something to fill the gap in there.
Get away.
The Doctor awake. The one and only ultimate.
Get back to the
Space colony still on a crash.
The Doctor awake.
Get away. Get away.
The Doctor.
Get away.
The Doctor awake. The Doctor awake. The Doctor. The Doctor awake. The Doctor awake. The Doctor. The Doctor awake. The Doctor awake. The Doctor awake. The Doctor awake.
Okay, let's get this pitch done.
The Doctor awake. Doctor awake. Doctor awake. Doctor awake. Doctor awake. Doctor awake. The Doctor awake. The Doctor awake. The Doctor awake. Doctor awake. Doctor awake.
Okay, so let's, we need a little bit of energy towards the end here. Between these. Okay, so let's grab hold on, what does that section sound like? Actually, I haven't listened to that in a little bit. How badly is the stream going, guys? To the people who are watching. Is it watchable?
Chaos MR.
In terms of video quality.
Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away.
Okay, so this is actually progressing quite well in terms of a section. Just need
Get
to...
away. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. What do you mean? Chaos MR. What do you mean? Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Get away. Chaos
just put these extra bits in here.
What do you mean? Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. What do you mean? Chaos MR. What do you mean? Get away. What do you mean? Chaos MR. What do you mean? Get away. Chaos MR. Get away.
So what was...
this emerald into the cannon off again to find those
The one and only
back to the-
ultimate.
to surrender.
Do I use this anywhere else in the song? I need to know because I want to stretch it time-wise, but I can't if I used it somewhere else. Select by selected source. No, that's the only time I have it in the song. Okay, wonderful. So I can squish it a little bit.
To surrender.
So
To surrender. To surrender. To surrender. To surrender. To surrender. Do you mean? To surrender. To surrender. You mean? To surrender. You mean?
let's put this back in there.
Chaos MR. Do you mean? Get away. Chaos. Chaos MR. Do you mean? Get away. Chaos MR. Get away. Get away.
That's where I was going to put it. I was going to put for before that. Okay, so let's grab it again for the second time and put it before here.
Get away to surrender. Get away to get away. Get away to surrender. Get away to get away to get away to surrender. Get away to surrender. Get away to surrender. Get away to surrender.
And let's use Seren instead of Tusa.
Get away the rent. 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 To surrender you mean? Get away the rent. Wait the rent. Wait the rent.
Space colonies.
Wait the rent.
Chaos.
Wait the rent. Do you mean? Rent. Rent. Do you mean? Get away. Do you mean?
What is this? That's a plan, isn't it? That's what he's saying.
Plan. Do you mean? Plan. Do you mean? Do you mean? Do you mean? Get away. Chaos M. Get away the rent time. Do you mean our dip time? Chaos M R dip time. Do you mean our get away time? Dip time.
Okay, so now I think we're at the level where we can blend these sections together and it will sound okay, at the very least. Okay, so let's, well, first off, I think we're going to keep the original pattern for the beginning, and then we'll bring it down and then up again in the middle section. So we'll take this across to here, and we'll paste it in, like so.
Dip time. Anyone? Oh, dip time. Bearing no spec. Do you mean to the dip time? Anyone?
And then once we get
Do
here,
I dream master out to be this?
That's difficult.
I've muted tracks. I need to unmute them.
Do I dream master out to be this?
That's difficult.
Dip time. Chaos M R dip
Difficult.
dip time. Chaos M R dip time. Do you mean R get away time? Time. Do you mean R get away time? Chaos M R get away the rent time. Do you mean R? Time. Anyone? Oh, dip time. Bearing your Chaos M R dip time. Chaos M R dip time.
Infactionally, that's a word. I can just grab this one and put it in there to mix these up a little bit. Although I'll leave that.
Dip time. Dip time. Anyone? Oh. Chaos M.
We'll
Chaos M.
just combine these, I think. Just put everything in there and see what happens. In a nice way, mind you. I'd like things to work.
Chaos. Anyone? Oh. Chaos. Anyone? Chaos. Anyone? Chaos. Anyone? Oh. Chaos. Anyone? Oh. Time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh. Time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh. Dip. Time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh. Dip. Time. Dip. R. Dip. Dip. R. Time. Bearing no spec. Time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh. Dip. Time. Bearing no spec. Time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh. Dip.
Put this in here like that.
Bearing no spec. Thing underneath. Thing underneath. Thing underneath. To the spec. Thing underneath. Spec. Thing underneath. Spec. Thing underneath. To the spec. Thing underneath. R to the spec. Thing underneath. R to the spec. Thing underneath. R to the R to the dip. Thing underneath. R to the dip. Thing underneath. R to the dip. Thing underneath. R to the dip. Time. Anyone?
And I think
Time. Bearing no spec. Do you mean to the
And I think that second bar is just exactly the same as the first one. And we'll just replace, we'll change it up a little bit. And that's why the issue was coming along with it being repetitive, was because it was just a 4-bar loop repeated 4 times. Right.
wait, thing underneath. R to the get away. Time. Wait, thing underneath. R to the get away. Time. Anyone? Oh, dip. Time. Bearing no spec. Do you mean to the one and only, the ultimate grand getaway? Chaos. Get away. Time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, get away. The rent. Time. Bearing no chaos. Anyone? Oh, chaos. Anyone? Oh, get chaos. Anyone? Oh, get away. The chaos. Anyone? Oh, get away. The rent. Time. Bearing no spec. Do you mean back? Back. Thing under me. Back. Thing under you. Back. Thing under you mean. Back. Thing under you. Back. Thing under you mean. Back. Thing under you mean. R to the one and only. Thing under you mean. R to the one and only. Wait, the rent. Time. Bearing no spec. Thing under you mean. R to the one and only. The ultimate.
And then you got this section here.
Grant you one. It all starts with this. A jewel containing the innocent. There's no one. It doesn't bother me. Maria.
Is it just me, or are those vocals that I've just put in much louder than the other vocals?
Is that Fox Boy? Try and catch me from the base.
I'm the world's
That's no problem, Ripley.
Lose your soup.
Well, is that how about making
I'm glad it sounds great.
That's difficult.
Chaos MR.
Get away.
Chaos MR.
Get away. The rent.
Wait the rent. Wait the rent.
Now, I need something in this gap here.
Wait the rent.
What have I got in that gap?
Bearing your
Get away.
bearing your bearing your spec. Thing under me. To the bearing your spec. Thing under me. To the bearing your spec. Thing under me. To the bearing your spec. Thing under me. To the
Pairing yourself. That needs to be over here.
wait the rent. Bearing your
Or is that right? No. Over here. This gap.
Chaos MR.
No. Okay, I've lost my train of thought.
Get away.
Chaos MR.
Get away. The rent.
Okay.
Bearing your spec. Wait the rent. Wait the rent. Bearing your wait the rent. Bearing your wait the rent. Bearing your
Okay, and then we need back. And that'll complete the section here. A long and slow, arduous process.
bearing your spec.
I'm sure that all of the samples that I've just put in are far too loud in comparison to the other ones.
Chaos MR.
Get away. Get away.
Chaos MR.
Get away. The rent.
Bearing your spec. Bearing your spec. Bearing your spec. Your spec. Your spec. Thing under you. Your spec. Thing under you. Your spec. Thing under. Your spec. Thing under you. Back. Thing under you. Back. Thing under you.
Now, I've got in my head between those two, there needs to be like something like to the. And we've already got that, haven't we? Over here. Of course, this isn't going to work though, because reasons.
Back. Thing under you. Back. Thing under you. To the back. Thing under you. To the
There you go, there's the leader.
chaos. Bearing your spec. Thing under you. To the
Get away.
bearing your spec. Thing under you. To the bearing your spec. Thing under you. To the
Get away.
bearing your spec. Thing under you. To the
Get away.
bearing your spec. Thing under you. To the
Get away.
Hello, Stormy. It's nice to see you coming here.
Get away. Get away. Get away.
chaos.
Get away. The rent.
Bearing your spec. Thing under you. To the chaos. Chaos.
Get away. The rent.
Bearing your spec. Thing under you. Your spec. Thing under you. Your spec. Your spec. Thing under your spec. Thing under you. Your spec. Thing under you. Your spec. Thing under you. Your spec. Bearing your spec. Thing under you.
There you
The
go.
ultimate
That's a little bit smoother.
grant you one. It all starts with this, a jewel containing the innocent. There's no one. It doesn't bother me, Maria.
From the base.
And then we can do the opposite thing with this section here, where we've got this alternate vocal line at the beginning that merges in with the older one. And we do the opposite one. We have the older vocal line that then merges in with the alternate. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll just put the new more mellow chords in there. Oh, okay. No. We need to do, because they change. Okay. And I feel like I've got the wrong patterns in here. So would have sounded a bit weird. Okay, so let's copy this and paste this over here, because that's just easier. Right, and put it in here like that.
Chaos M.R. Get time. B.U.R. Get away. Time. Chaos M.R. Get away. The red time. Bearing no spec. Thing under B.U. To the get time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, get time. Bearing no spec. Thing under B.U. To the get away. Time. Chaos. And the spec. Thing under.
And I think these getaways here, they need to go. They need to go. At least the first one. That needs to go in here.
Spec. Thing under B.U. To the get time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, spec. Thing under B.U. To the get time. Get away. Chaos. Anyone? Get away. Get away. Chaos. Anyone? Time. Get away. Chaos. To the get time. Get away. To the get time.
Need to fit getaway in there somewhere though.
To the get time. Get away. To the get time. Get away. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, time. Get away. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, get away. The red time. Bearing your time. Get away. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, get time. Get the red time. Bearing your spec. Get the red time. Bearing your spec. RB mean. Red time. Bearing your spec. RB mean.
The one and only, the ultimate, grant you one. It all starts with this, a jewel containing the innocent. There's no one.
Get time. Anyone? Oh, get time. Bearing your spec. Be you mean to the get time. Anyone? Oh, get time. Bearing your spec. Be you mean to the get time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, get time. Bearing your spec. Thing under be you mean to the getaway time.
Yeah, okay. We need to just copy and paste from the other section again. This needs to be changed up a little bit in this bit, otherwise it's just exactly the same, and I don't like things. Don't like things being exactly the same. That's it just annoys me.
To the get time. Bearing your spec. Be you mean to the get
And
spec. Thing under be you mean to the get time. Be you mean get away time.
we'll just add a little bit of lead in here with that. Right. Okay, that's wrong. This needs to go across another bar.
Spec. Thing under be you mean to the get spec. Thing under be you mean spec. Thing under be you mean get be you mean get away time. Chaos. Spec. Thing under be you mean to the get time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, get time. Bearing your spec. Thing under be you mean to the get time. Get away. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, get time. Get away. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, get the red time. Time. Get away. 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 Chaos. Anyone? Oh, get the red time. Bearing your
I don't know if we can put getaway in there. It doesn't fit very well, does it?
get away. Time. Get away. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, get time. Get away. Chaos. Anyone? Time. Get away.
do the ending. Get this.
Anyone? Oh, give the rent time bearing your spec. Anyone? Oh, give the rent time bearing your spec.
You
We need to put the like the proper ending in there in order to get this to work, because otherwise it doesn't quite work very well. Somehow I managed to get some kind of sentence out of my mouth then.
you need.
Yeah, because that needs to stop abruptly.
Hogarth.
Professor,
That's difficult.
Blown away.
You need.
That make Skeksis chaos. Do I dream masters out to be this?
It's interesting you refer to me as an old friend, Stormy. Are you the one? Are you who I'm thinking of? Because it's been a long time, if that's the case. Many years since I've seen you. It's good to see you again, if that's the case.
You need.
Skeksis
Hogarth.
Professor,
That's difficult.
blown away.
You need. Difficult. Difficult.
Time. Chaos and time. Get away.
I'm thinking as well with these ones, is it worth bringing this down an octave?
Difficult.
Time. Chaos and time. Get away. Time.
Okay, and then we can make this transition a little more smooth by putting this in here, making it unique, and then having this up the octave on the end there.
Difficult.
Time. Chaos and time. Get away. Time. Get away. Time. Get away. Get away.
No, we need that in there. Otherwise, get a waste.
Get away. Time. Chaos and get away. The rent time bearing your spec. Do you mean to the dip? Time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, dip. Time bearing your spec.
I'll tell you what we do need, though. At the end of this, there's this...
Chaos and get away. The rent time
Need this to go in here.
Do you mean to the dip? Time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh.
Well, we need something to go in there, and we need a little bit of extra percussion in there. But you know what? We've reworked the vocals. Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? Honestly, I thought it'd take longer than it did. Well, it's nice to see you tuning into my live streams then, Storm. And it has been a while. Okay, all right. Let's listen to this whole thing, and then I think we'll finish it up. Like I said, I thought this would take longer. How long have we been going for? 2.5 hours. Yay. Wonderful. Okay, let's listen.
Anyone? Oh, dip. Time bearing your spec. Do you mean to the dip? Time. Anyone? Oh, dip. Time bearing your spec. Do you mean to the
You need.
Skeksis
Hogarth.
Professor,
That's difficult.
blown away?
You need.
That make Skeksis chaos. Do I dream masters out to be this?
That's difficult.
Dip. Time. Chaos and dip. Time. Do you mean get away? Time. Chaos and get away. The rent time bearing your spec. Do you mean to the dip? Time. Chaos.
It's not perfect.
Oh, dip. Time bearing your spec. Do you mean to the dip?
It's a good start, though.
Get away. Chaos. Oh, dip. The rent time bearing your spec. Do you mean
the one and only, the ultimate. Grant you one. It all starts with this, a jewel containing the innocent. There's no one. It doesn't bother me, Maria.
From the base. Follow-up report.
It also gives this section a little bit of
Try
more
and catch me.
purpose, I suppose, because this section's relatively quiet
You will lose your super.
as opposed to these.
Is that how about making
Whereas before, these were pretty empty.
Anyone? Oh, dip.
But I need to rework the percussion as well. But most of the vocals are there, so I can send this off to one simple gamer, and yay.
Bearing your spec. Thing under you mean. To the dip. Time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, dip. Time. Bearing your spec.
Hello,
Thing under
Kamikaze.
you mean. To the dip.
How are you doing?
Time. Chaos. Anyone? Oh, dip. The red. Time. Bearing your spec. Thing under you mean. To the
You need Skeksis.
Hogarth.
Professor
That's difficult.
blown away.
You need
The Nate
Skeksis.
Chaos. Do I
Dream
master's out to be this? What's going on? Better not come back to me, buddy. Hey, dog! Get back to the cops. What's going on? Come in. You know, what can I say? No way back, cops. What's going on? You're almost out of back to me, buddy. Hey, dog! Get back to the pyramid.
I just want to listen to the whole thing.
You know, what can I say?
We haven't worked on anything here, but
the ultimate. Grant you one. It all starts with this. A jewel containing the innocent. There's no super. You gotta go now. Maria, my master.
no, that's good. That's good. At the very least, it's a good start for these vocal sections, and I can just build on these when I have a little bit more brain energy left. Kamikaze, wondering if it could be half tempo for a hip hop feel. That's an interesting idea.
Anyone? Oh, dip. Bearing your back. What do you mean? Dip the dip. Anyone? Oh, dip. Bearing your back. What do you mean? To the
You need
That's just a little bit weird.
Hogarth.
Professor
That's difficult.
blown away.
Anyway. I think we're going to finish this up here. Because we've done what we've come to accomplish. Right? And there's, yeah. Okay, alright. I'm committing to it. We're going to end the stream here. I hope you've enjoyed this stream, whether you're watching it on stream or in on the VOD afterwards. And I'm planning to stream every second week, but this is in between two streams. This one was unplanned, so next week is the next live stream. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a good rest of the day or rest of the night, wherever you are. And I hope you have a good rest of the week until the next live stream and beyond. And beyond. Never going to forget that. I'll see you guys later. Hold on. I've just got to remember how to finish this thing. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Looking forward to it. Bye-bye. That was an interesting stream. Okay.